Hey there, welcome back to Special Educators Resource Room podcast. I'm Jennifer from Positively Learning. Today's episode is dedicated to every educator who's ever looked at their caseload and thought, what in the world did I just inherit? Whether you are stepping into a new classroom or school, covering a leave, or got assigned new students mid-year, it can feel like you've been handed a stack of IEPs with a side of stress. So today we're going to walk through how to get a grip on the chaos without burning out, getting buried in paperwork, or spiraling into, I have to fix everything right now mode. Before we jump into action steps, let's acknowledge the emotional load. You're probably feeling behind. You might be feeling confused, underprepared, maybe even a little bit annoyed that you're now responsible for all of these goals that you didn't write, services that you didn't schedule, and students you don't know yet. It doesn't make you negative. It makes you human. You are a human teacher who cares. And we don't talk about this enough. The emotional load of inheriting IEPs is real, especially if the paperwork is outdated or it's poorly written, or the data collection has been spotty at best, most likely non-existent. And communication with families has been minimal or it's been tense. Or if, let's be real, nothing is labeled and you can't find anything. So take a deep breath and give yourself credit for being the one to step in and figure it out. Here's your step-by-step plan for when you inherit a mess. Step 1, we're going to triage your caseload. This isn't just a nice suggestion. This is what we're going to do. Grab your roster, digital or paper. And for each student, we need to find the following information. We need the most recent IEP meeting date, the next IEP due date, whether or not the student has a reevaluation coming up, the minutes and settings for services, and their disability category. This alone can reveal issues. Maybe someone's IEP is overdue and no one's noticed. Maybe there's a student who's scheduled for 30 minutes of resource support, but it's not happening. This is your check engine light. A bonus tip is to use color coding or sticky notes to tag anything urgent. I like using red for due now, yellow for unclear or confusing, and green for stable and current. Step 2, read one IEP per sitting. Pace yourself intentionally. If you're doing one per sitting, it's going to give you enough time to digest it, reflect, and not spiral. So here's what you're looking for. Are the present levels updated and specific? Do the goals match the needs? Is there a clear plan for how the student is being supported across environments? If something feels vague or confusing, like improve reading skills, make a note, not a judgment. You're not going to rewrite this IEP today. You're just trying to understand them. You're probably even going to find a few, what even is this goal moments. Do not let it derail you. Just flag it for the future revision and keep going. Step 3, create IEP snapshots. This is going to be your lifesaver. For each student, build a one-page IEP summary, something that you can use quickly without digging through all 30 pages, and use a format that works for you. Personally, I want to see goal areas, service minutes, key accommodations, communication style or supports, if there's a behavior plan, yes or no, and any safety or health alerts. It would also be great to have the favorite reinforcers or interests if you know them. I'm not trying to give you one more thing to do by creating a snapshot, but I do think going through this process is going to help you internalize what you've just read in that IEP. It gives you something to do with all that information that you just read. Keep these in a binder or a digital doc. You're going to thank yourself the next time you're asked, what does this student need again? Step 4. Ask, how will I assess this? This is one of my favorite tips because even if the goal feels wonky, vague, or just not how you would have written it, asking, how will I assess this forces clarity. For example, if you have a goal that says, student will improve math fluency, you're going to think, okay, improve how? Maybe you're going to grab a set of subtraction fact fluency pages. You choose 4 pages at the same level and use them weekly. Boom, you've got data. Is it exciting? No, but it's consistent and it's reliable. Goal example number 2. Maybe the goal says, student will identify the main idea in grade level texts. So you're going to grab 4 leveled reading passages, highlight or circle the main idea and supporting details. Done. This is where your IEP workbin is going to come in. You're not creating flashy materials here. You are setting up data collection tools. You can fill the rest of the bin in with practice tools that match the benchmarks, but the key is to get your assessment tools ready now, even if the IEP wasn't written by you. Step 5, pick one system to improve later. The pressure to fix everything is real. That's my specialty. But here's what I tell myself. Not everything needs your attention right now. Maybe you do want to clean up a data collection system, revamp student support schedule, rebuild parent communication habits. Pick one. Put it on a sticky note. It's now going to be your project for the next month, not today. Step 6, own it without over-identifying. Let me say this again. You didn't write these IEPs. You are inheriting them. You can care without feeling like a failure. You can take ownership without taking blame. You're allowed to say, this IEP isn't perfect, but I'm here now and I'm going to move it forward. And honestly, that mindset shift alone is how you're going to go from chaos to clarity. This was a short episode with a lot of tips. Here's my closing thoughts. You don't need to memorize every IEP today. You don't need to fix every awkward goal by next week. You just need a system and a plan. So start with that triage list, read one IEP per sitting, and ask how you're going to assess it. Create a snapshot, set up an IEP workbin, and choose one thing to improve over time. You are not behind. You are in motion, and your students, they're going to be better off because now you are holding the pen. Let me step off my soapbox now. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you tuning in every week. If there's a specific question or topic you'd like to hear covered in future episodes, please let me know. Drop it in the Google Doc. I will put the link in the show notes. Have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you next time in the Special Educators Resource Room.
Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'm dying to ask, what'd you think? Be sure to hit the follow or subscribe buttons so that you never miss an episode. You can find the show notes and links for everything mentioned in this episode at positivelylearningblog.com. See you next week for more special education solutions.